Hello and welcome, my friends. I'm Cheryl, and this is Your Journey Yoga. Good morning, and I hope you had a restful night's sleep, and I hope you're ready to get up and get moving and just have a great day. So, one of my favorite ways to start the day is actually getting up and getting the blood flowing and getting my body moving and working the kinks out from hopefully getting a really nice, restful sleep. So, we're going to do just that, my friends. Starting, if it's not great for you in a kneeling position, you can be in a seated position. You can be actually up on your knees if you like. So just some place that feels good to you. We're going to be moving a little bit. If you're on your bottom, just stay on your bottom. Okay? All right. If you're on your knees, we're going to take a big inhale and reach to the sky. As you lift, take your gaze to the sky. As you exhale, pull those arms down and back. So if you're seated, just work with those cactus arms as you reach. And then exhale, pull. So if we're on our knees, just activating those quads. Starting to fire a few different muscles. Really squeeze those shoulder blades. Let's do one more. Reach and squeeze. And release those arms down by your sides. Let's come forward and up onto all fours to a tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width. Core is nice and strong. We come into cat and cow. Take a big breath in. Tummy towards the mat. Gaze and sit bones to the sky. To cow. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, lift your spine, tuck your chin, press the floor away with your hands and your knees to cat. Inhale it back to cow. And exhale it to cat. Let's do two more. Just moving at your pace. Nice, big, full, deep breaths. Nothing crazy, guys, just working out the kinks, noticing if there are any. I typically always have some in the morning. Thank goodness I can work them out as the day goes on. And we come back to our neutral spine. Core staying strong. Inhale, extend left arm and right leg. And release it down. Alternating spinal balance. Inhale it up, right arm, left leg, square those hips. And release it down. Keep that belly button drawn in and up. We're just going to alternate side to side, reaching out through those fingertips, lengthening through those toes, doing our best to keep the hips level. Beautiful. One more. And release it down. Sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. And just sit your bottom back towards those heels. Releasing the weight of the upper body down. Head heavy. So just letting go, guys. Couple good breaths here. Always a good place to be. Great stretch for your quadriceps, great stretch for the knees, wonderful release for that lower back, great stretch for the shoulders. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart, spread your fingers wide. Let's inhale up to a modified high plank. Knees remain on the mat, shoulders right over those fingertips. We lengthen through the crown of the head and we draw that belly button in and up. Exhale and sit it back to child's pose. And we're going to do 4 of these, my friends. Inhaling it up. If you're feeling nutty, add a push-up. Otherwise, we're just going to flow. Breathe. So we've got 2 more with or without that push-up. Just kind of finding that rhythm. Moving with your breath. Starting to build a little heat. Warming up through the shoulders, through the hips. Last one. And press it back to child's pose. Breathe nice and big, deep breaths. Those arms are extended out nice and long, and we're feeling that great stretch all the way down the spine. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift those hips to the sky. Coming up to our first downward facing dog. Now our first downward facing dog might be a hello. As those legs, yes, I've been sleeping. So we just want to feel that great stretch down the backs of the legs. If that means bending your knees, guys, that is absolutely fine. See if you can't get the bend out of the wrists as much as you can, pressing through the palms of the hands so we don't have too much pressure and bend in those wrists. We want to press it back and then slowly press those heels back and down.
Breathe. And let's inhale it to high plank, similar to what we just did, only a little bit bigger variation. And then exhale it back to down dog. Adding that push-up only if you like. One push-up, toes or knees. And back to down dog. So we've got 2 more. Just flowing with your breath. Little bigger version, right? So we're starting to build a little more heat. And we've got 1 more. Each time we come back to that down dog, maybe the backs of the legs are a little less stiff. When we come back to our down dog, let's alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Find your breath. Slow it down. Head's heavy, no tension in that neck. We have this natural tendency to kind of look forward anytime we're down. Just make sure you relax the weight of the head. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shift your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot to the outside of your right hand, we rotate and reach that right arm to the sky. Reach it up. Lengthen and extend. Circle that right arm around behind your back. Take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Circle that right arm as far as you can reach. And just tuck that hand around the side of your body or against your back. Extending right arm to the sky. Slowly releasing it down. Holding here and allowing those hips to be a little bit heavier. Breathe. We're going to add a little rotation here through the torso and through the hips. We rotate and open, nothing crazy, guys. And inhale it back to center. Exhale, rotate it open. Little rotation. Make sure you're not sinking into those shoulders, but you're lifting out of those shoulders. One more time. The rotate. Nice. And back. Step it back to plank. Hold your plank. Lifting out of those shoulders, lengthening through the crown of the head, better than a cup of coffee, right? Firing up all those muscles. Breathe in slow and steady. Draw on that belly button in and up. As you exhale, lift your hips to down dog and gently sway those hips side to side. So there's that gentle movement tied together with your breath. A clear head. Just getting ready for the day, guys. Coming back to center, shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhale and sweep that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Knees rotated out just a bit. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky. So as that left foot is opened out just a bit, it's just a nice stretch through that left hip, through the inner thigh. As we lift out of that right shoulder and we lengthen through those left fingertips, we're waking up the body. The core, the shoulders, the spine. Circling that left arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. Just circle the back of the body as far as you can reach. And breathe. Slow, steady breaths. Extending left arm to the sky and then slowly releasing it down. Hand to the inside of your foot. Let your hips be heavier. Just feel that great stretch. Core staying strong. We're going to add those rotations. As you exhale, let that knee open as you rotate. And inhale it back to center again. Nothing crazy, guys. Just whatever feels good to you. Exhale, rotate. And back to center. Let's do 1 more. And rotate. And back to center. Step that left foot back to plank. Hold your plank. Lengthen through the crown of the head. You can always come down onto your knees. Find the breath. Lift out of those shoulders, strong through that belly, guys. And as you exhale, lift your hips to down dog. We shift our weight to our left hand, right hand reaching across to the outside of that left leg. Just gently take a hold of that left leg anywhere you like. Ankle, calf, knee, whatever feels right to you. And gently turn your gaze out underneath that left arm. Releasing that right hand, switching and taking that left hand to the outside of the right leg. Take a hold of that leg anywhere you like. And a little turn of your gaze underneath that right arm. Find your breath. And gently release that left hand, coming back to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And exhale, left hand down, right arm high, lean in and reach for a lateral flexion. We rotate that right palm and reach even further over. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm high, reach up as far as you can reach. Now rotate that left palm and reach it up and over. Lateral flexion, beautiful stretch all the way down the side of the body. Inhale, both arms come up. Interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows wide, and as you exhale, gently pull the chin down. Close the elbows around the ears. Just a really nice stretch all the way down your back. Inhale, lift the head, open those elbows wide, and gently release the weight of the head back into the hands. Breathe. And inhale it up nice and tall. Release your hands to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Core strong. We shift our weight to our left foot. Right knee pulls in towards the chest. Breathe. We shift our weight forward and place that right knee between the hands. Tucking those back toes. Breathe. So just getting a little stretch for the arch of the feet and for the toes before we release it all the way down into pigeon. Checking in with the hip, checking in with the knee, making sure that we're being kind. Untuck those toes and let the top of the foot rest to the mat. Chest is tall. Core is strong. If your lower back is saying, please give me a little release, bring your hands forward a bit, but make sure you still have that neck long, spine extended long. Breathe. Let's open up those hands just a little bit wider than the width of your mat. Spread your fingers and be up on the pads of the fingers. Core is strong as we slowly lower. We're going to come about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way down. So we're just gazing towards the top center of our mat. We're lengthening through the crown of the head. We're resting some of our weight in those fingertips. Breathe. And gently release it all the way down. Now we can keep our fingers just as they are. You can extend your arms out nice and long. You can stack your hands for your forehead to rest against. Or if you like, bring your hands around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. So just whatever feels right to you. If by chance those fingers are behind you, interlaced, you are welcome to roll those shoulders up and back and lift your hands towards the sky. If that does not feel great to you for any reason, or if you just don't feel like it, just stay where you are, my friends. Nice big deep breaths. Gently releasing the hands to the small of the back. Let's extend those arms out in front, lengthening and reaching. Everybody join me. Just settling into that pigeon pose. And let's walk those hands back up. We're going to tuck those toes, get that stretch again. Breathe, hands on either side of your knee. We're just going to lift those hips and pull that right knee back in, just how we came into pigeon. Lifting out of those shoulders and step it back. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And right back to plank. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left knee pulls in. Just holding as best you can. Breathe. We always just do the best we can, right? We shift our weight forward into the tips of the toes, placing that left knee between the hands, keeping those right toes tucked under us. Just to get that nice stretch for the toes, for the arches of the feet. A little different stretch for the front of that right leg. Taking care of that back if you need to. Just make sure that your core is nice and strong. And let's untuck those toes into our pigeon pose. So making sure you're being mindful of the knee, mindful of the back, mindful of the hip. So for whatever reason, adjust however you need to adjust. Breathe.
If it needs to be, take those hands a little further out. Just make sure you still have your neck. Kind of play with it a little bit. If there's no discomfort or any pain, just play with it a little bit. Go to different positions and see how that stretch feels. Now we're going to open up those hands just a little bit wider than the width of our mat, coming up onto the pads of the fingers. Core is strong. We're going to slowly lower ourselves about 2/3, 3/4 of the way down. Keep lengthening through the crown of the head. Keep drawing that belly button in and up. Little bit of support through those hands, but keeping those core muscles engaged. Nice, slow, steady breaths. And then gently release the weight of the head down. So we can keep those hands just as they are. You can extend those arms out nice and long. You can stack your hands for the forehead to rest against. Or again, if you like, bring those arms around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Hands can remain on the small of the back, or roll those shoulders up and back and lift your hands towards the sky. So notice how that influences your stretch, right? Intensifies that hip stretch, because as we lift the arms, that naturally draws that upper body and through the hips closer to the ground. As you release, notice how that feels. Is this the right place for you? Right here, right now. And gently bringing the hands to the small of the back. Let's extend those arms out in front, reaching, reaching, reaching. Just feel that stretch through the shoulders, all through the side body into that left hip. So guys, it's about letting go of negative energy. We have a tendency to hold a ton of negative energy in those hips. Just recognize, and then give yourself permission to let it go. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. One hand on either side of your knee. Tuck those toes once again, and just checking in. How do the feet feel? How's that hip? Core is strong. Now we're going to lift those hips and draw that left knee in. Just as we came into our pigeon pose, we come out and step it back. Lift your hips to down dog. And gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. And as you exhale, let both heels sink. Inhale it to high plank. Let's just go super slow, either from the toes or the knees. I want you to just gently melt. I mean slow and steady. Keeping the crown of the head pointing out towards the front of the room. Core is strong. Slow, 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 all the way down to your lowest crocodile. Press it through, up dog. Open up those knees and sit it back to extended child's pose. Nice job. Chin or cheek to the mat. Just breathe. Nice big deep breaths. And let's lift just slightly enough to pull those knees back through and sit it back to child's pose. So pulling those knees together, sitting back, checking in. And let's walk those hands up. Come over onto one hip, sweep your feet around, and slide on down towards the top or center of your mat. Legs are going to be extended out, but those knees are going to be bent. Soles of the feet resting on the earth. Extend the arms out, and let's slowly lower it back. Just firing up those core muscles a little bit more. Breathe. Shoulders are soft. Soles of the feet glued to the earth. Breathe. Slow and steady. And let's bring it up. This time we're going to let those feet come off. We're coming back. If you need support behind those legs, support. Bringing the knees to touch, feet to touch. Lift the chest. Flex your feet and lift those shins. Breathe. Boat pose. Find your breath. Slow it down. If you like, lift the arms. If you like, extend the legs. Breathe. Now let's place that left foot to the mat, cross and take a hold of that right ankle, opening up the body, and take your gaze out over that right arm. Breathe. Now that left foot can stay there for support, or we can lean back to the point where we can extend that left leg. Breathe. Find your breath. We pull that left knee back in, left sole of the foot to the earth. We release that rotation, coming back to boat. Flex your feet. Lift the shins. Breathe. Lift the arms if you like. So lots of variations, lots of ways to have fun, guys. Placing that right foot to the mat, extending that left leg, rotating and taking a hold with that right hand. We rotate our bodies, taking our gaze out over that left arm. Now again, that right foot can stay there, supporting us, or you can extend that right leg, flex your foot, breathe. Feeling all those core muscles, guys. Feeling that rotation in the spine, the lift in the chest, bending that right knee, placing that right foot back to the mat. Release your rotation and come back to boat. Find your boat. Bring the hands to support behind your thighs. Extend your legs. Now keeping that support or releasing it, slowly lower those legs down. Take your time. Breathe. As those heels touch, flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Release your hands and relax the weight of your head. Nice big deep breaths. We're going to inhale and we're going to lift just slightly, reaching out through those fingertips. And then exhale, surrender down, sink, and let your head be heavy. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift, reach, and release. We're going to do that once more. Inhale, lift, reach, and release. Relax the weight of the head. Now just soften your feet. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And release your hands down by your sides. Let's turn and come to a cross-legged position. Sitting tall, resting those hands down by your sides. Pressing your palms towards the mat. Close your eyes, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, release your chin towards the chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your that right ear towards the right shoulder. Pressing that left palm towards the mat, opening up the ear canal. So depending upon where you are, if the weather's kind of up and down and in and out, warm and cold, and doesn't really know what's going on, sometimes sinuses can really act up, getting stuffy for whatever reason. I know it's not really seasonal allergies, but you never know. Inhale it up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean that head to the left ear over the left shoulder. Just noticing, opening up that ear canal. That beautiful stretch all the way down that right side. Great tension reliever. Inhale, head up nice and tall. One more time, take your chin towards the chest. Inhale, lift the gaze, reach to the sky. Exhale and release that right hand to the mat, left arm up and over. And we're just going to sway side to side, keeping those sit bones connected to the earth. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, other side, take it up and over. Inhale, reach to the sky. One more time, each side. Exhale, take it up and over. One more time, inhale, reach. And exhale, up and over. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Pull the hands to heart center and just close your eyes. Relax the shoulders. Breathe with those palms gently touching. I want you to touch your thumbs, press them together. Now release the thumbs and press the index fingers together. Release the index fingers, press the middle fingers together. Release the middle, press the ring fingers together. Release the ring fingers, press your pinkies together. Release that pressure, and now we're going to do all 5 fingers pressing against each other, palms of the hands pressing against each other. I want you to feel the strength and the power in your arms, your shoulders, your back. Breathe. Now, keeping that pressure, the power through the palms of the hands, slowly lift those arms towards the sky. As high as you can keep that pressure, that strength, that energy. Breathe. Wherever you start to lose it, stop. Keep those eyes closed. Breathe. Keep that pressure, keep that power. Slowly bring those hands back to heart center. And release that pressure. Just let those hands gently touch. Eyes are soft, jaws relaxed. I want you to notice the stillness in your being. As we release that pressure, that power, the body's softer. Now gently open the arms, resting the hands to the tops of the knees, palms facing the sky. Drape the wrists over the knees and bring your index finger to gently touch your thumb. As we breathe slow and steady, setting our intentions for the day. Awareness, kindness, health, strength, productivity, balance. Making this the very best day we can. Making the very best choices we can. Helping to guide others to do the same. Let's gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull the hands to heart center. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have the very best day ever. Be well. Take care of yourselves. If you like what we did, I hope you come back time and time again, you guys. I love the fact that you invite me into your home or wherever you might be joining me. Hopefully it's someplace cozy and warm and where you just feel super good. So be well, my friends. Light and love to each and every one of you, each and every day. Namaste.